Hey guys, Bill, Competition Cars. Now we're going to get around to do the driving video on this 1988 Lancia Delta HF Integrale. Sitting out here next to its Italian counterpart, the 93 Ferrari 512 TR. And I'll tell you guys a funny little story in a minute when we get on the driving video about something that these cars have in common. Besides, they're pretty badass cars and they're both from Italy. So we'll do a quick walk around of the outside exterior. Keep in mind, I'm going to straighten out these door handles. I'm going to paint those and get those refinished. I just haven't got around to it yet, but I will do that. And when I do it, I'll send you guys some more pictures and videos. Now that plate on the back, I had that made. It's an actual embossed metal plate. It looks extremely real, but it's just for novelty purposes and car shows. I'm sure you guys can figure out what Little Italy means. If you're looking at this car, I'm also quite sure you know what a Lancia Delta is and what this car represents. So let's hop in, Chris, and do a quick driving video. Quick little spin. Okay, so 1988, 133,000 kilometers. Even though the paperwork says it's actual miles, we're going to call it TMU because it is a Euro car, and I would imagine that it's been no way of really documenting it. So this is the part where I'm going to go over everything in the car and tell you what I've done to it. So the power window is passenger window. Hang on, let me get, oops, yeah. Passenger window was working, is not working, but we'll get it working. Driver window down and up, and I just pushed that button down in there, guys. Sorry about that. So let me just consider that straight. Just consider it taken care of. We'll take care of that. Horn, wipers, air is cold, fog lights work. Let's check the rear wiper. I don't think I've ever turned that rear wiper. Rear wiper works. All right. Radio does work. Gauges work. Turn signals left, turn signals right. Now, when I bought this car, the previous owner that got it from the previous seller when this car ran on bat put custom exhaust on it. And when he did that, that EX light pertains to the exhaust system. So he said as soon as he changed the exhaust, something about an O2 sensor, he removed it or whatever. So that light is on. But here's what so let's go for a drive. Here's what I fixed on this car. Now, when I got the car, the radio bezel was missing. So it looked, there was a big void there. So I got that, sourced that. The air conditioning only worked on the first or second speed, didn't work on the third speed, so we fixed that. Converted the air to R134, or actually I think it was converted, but we got the air blowing cold and got it all sorted, working like it should. Put the lowering springs on it. And then when I got the car, and maybe the previous guy didn't catch it, I thought maybe he'd sold the car because the car was smoking and kind of got sketched and thought maybe the motor was bad or whatever. So when I got it and got it back here to the lot, when you cranked it up, it would smoke. So I spent about $2,600 getting the car serviced, getting the turbo rebuilt and everything. So the car is all sorted now. Little engine bay restoration, little undercarriage freshening up. Again, serviced it, so the car is like it should be. It does come with the extra set of wheels. It also comes with the extra light bar, which we'll photograph as well. It runs like a top. It's tight. The transmission shifts good. The clutch doesn't slip. And I also mentioned in one of the other videos that there was a little bit of seepage on the rear diff. So the car's been sitting in my showroom for probably 4 or 5 days, and there's not a drop of differential fluid on the ground at all. So, you know, you can expect stuff like that from older cars, but I don't see any evidence of it hitting the ground as of right now. And a paint correction, a couple chips on the paint here and there that were touched up, but just a cool car. So now let me tell you about what I was going to tell you about what that Ferrari and this Lancia have in common, besides they're both from Italy and they're both very cool cars and very rare cars for the States. So when I got my Ferrari, probably, what, 2 years ago?
A
couple years ago, this stock, the wiper stock, was broken off on my Ferrari. So I'm on the internet and I'm trying to find this complete stock, which is the turn signals, the headlights, and the windshield wiper stock. And I'm finding some for $900, $1,200. There was a few out there. I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. I'm not spending $1,000 just to get the wiper stock because I don't drive my Ferrari in the rain anyway. So I'm on eBay one day and I'm looking, you know, I would randomly just go on eBay and search wiper stock for Ferrari. So one day I just typed in wiper stock, Italian car wiper stock, and this whole unit showed up on eBay. Exactly what you see here on the Lancia. Now at this time I had no idea. So the guy has it posted, goes, hey, I'm not sure what this is from, some kind of Italian car, 150 bucks or make offer, let me know what I got here. So as soon as I saw that, I put an offer and I put 100 bucks thinking maybe he'll counter at 140 or 145, whatever the number might be. And he takes my offer of 100 bucks. So I get this stock for $100 and put it in the car, and boom, it works. It's perfect. So I saved myself about $1,000, which is kind of cool. So fast forward to a couple months ago when I bought this Lancia, I'm in this car and I'm driving it, and I look and I was like, damn, this wiper and turn signals, this is the exact same stock that's in my Ferrari. So the guy didn't realize that he had an actual stock that would work in a Lancia as well as the Testarossa and or 512 TRs. So I thought that was kind of cool, kind of neat. I caught a deal, and guy got to move a part that was just kind of laying around in his garage and he had no idea what it was. So that was kind of neat. But so I'm just curious as to what other parts this Lancia might share with a Ferrari 512 TR. Just thought the story was worth telling. So now we're gonna come out here, pull out of this neighborhood, step on it, go through the gears. Looks like all the gauges are working. Should the oil temp be up by now, Chris, you think? I know sometimes the oil temperature takes a while to get going, but you think it should?
Hard to say. Oil does take a long time to warm up, but
right. So let's watch that gauge. That's the only gauge that might not work, but the bar, the temperature, the voltage, the boost, all that stuff, everything, tach, odometer, speedometer, everything works like it should. So let's pull out. We're going to step on it. We're not going to abuse it, but we're going to just nail it a little bit and go through the gears so you can see that it doesn't grind, slip, or anything like that. It's got a great sound. I'll tell you what, this little sucker hauls butt. I like it. I love when you can feel the rush of the turbo. Now we caught up with that Volkswagen pretty quick, so let me slow down and give him some time to go up. We'll go through it one more time. So I want to go to third, fourth, and fifth so you can see that it doesn't slip or anything. Also, guys, there's a chip that comes with this car to increase the horsepower. There's a chip, a fuel pump, and some other kind of fuel pressure regulator maybe, that you have to all install. And I mentioned, I was very clear in the other video, you're supposed to be able to just bolt that stuff on, but I don't like doing any upgrades without a dyno. My guy doesn't have a dyno. So for the next person, if you want to upgrade that chip and get more power, just make sure you do it with someone qualified that has a dyno. So let's step on this one more time. Clutch is really good, shift's good, nice and tight. So I think that's probably a good enough show for you guys for now. You'll see this video on YouTube first. I will attach the Bring a Trailer link. The car is currently running on Bring a Trailer. And I encourage you guys to look at the previous auction to see the improvements that I made on this car. And not to mention, you know, the last time it went through, there was a lot of things that weren't right. It was missing this. It wasn't, it did not have a good turbo on it, whether the previous owner realized it or not. Probably didn't seem like a nice guy, so maybe he just overlooked it, but it was definitely smoking. I saw it, so I rectified that. Also, the fan speed wasn't working properly. So I did a lot of little things that really took this car to the next level, and then did a nice paint correction, touch up some of the nicks that were on it. Love this interior. It's very 80s looking. You got this thing here, and I know I should know what this does, but I don't. Some kind of
timer, maybe.
Computer timer of some sort. It lights up, it works. So it looks to me, guys, like that oil temperature gauge, which is not, and we can probably look and see if it's maybe just unhooked or something, but all the pertinent gauges are there. The oil pressure, the temp, engine temp, boost, voltage, gas, tach, all that good stuff is good to go. And I'll address that window. I hit the button, I pushed it down there, so I'll have to pop it back up and get it. But I do know that the window was definitely working, so I just pushed that in. So check it out, guys. Get a shot of the TR right there. Know that you're buying a car that also has some connections with a Ferrari as well. Beat all you can, ask any questions, and good luck, guys. Have a good day.